Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do today, it's kind of a humorous day. I hope everybody's enjoying the energy. It's a bit different. I actually feel like the 5D, why did I just want to say logistics of the connection are streamlining. Like as the divine masculines start waking up, there's more credibility to the energetic connection. So it feels like it's becoming a little bit more of a playground. The heaviness is coming out of the weirdness, the mystique, you know, the spooky aspect of it is dissipating, and there's more comfort. There was a time, I remember like a couple of years ago, readers were channeling through a lot of information about the DMs, kind of fearing that the DFs put spells on them or somehow were doing things to manipulate them and the connection, or you know, some kind of weird magic that was getting the DMs to be obsessed with the DFs, for instance. That seems to be clearing, and there seems to be an energetic acceptance of the connection. It's making sense. We've seen it in the readings around here the last little while, that the energy is starting to make a lot more sense. As I'm shuffling the Starseed cards here, and Karmic Completion was staring at me. I had to just flash that to the camera. Okay, so what we're gonna do in this part of the reading is, I was going to do a question specifically on the 5D connection and how to navigate that and how to bring more productivity in. I think I might do a separate piece on that, but let's see what we get. I'm gonna just pull two energies from the Starseed Oracle, and then we're gonna do cards on those. So instead of me directing the flow of this topic, we're going to ask the divine for guidance. What is it that we can pull some cards on? What aspect of the energetics of this journey, divine creator, would you allow us to see and understand further at this time? Okay, we have two stargates. So star-seeded energy, Altarian stargate, neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, and philosophy. Wow. Immediately there are some paradigm shifts here, because as we become more comfortable in our ascended 5D playground, we are having to up our philosophical understanding. Negotiation. This is talking about consent. In the 5D, it's talking about the code of ethics, the code of navigation that can be designed as we enter into this new era. How amazing. Orion Stargate, power, authority, influence, and ambition. So, you know, energetically, twins are pioneers in remembering all of these advanced dynamics. I'm being told to say that when we tune into anybody, it's like we're tuning into the radio station, and we become specialists in that particular frequency. On the twin flame journey, we are absolutely specialists in energetics as it relates to dynamics in relationship. And so as we step into that power and authority and trailblaze it, we're going to get some information here. Okay, so for Altarian Stargate, neutrality, diplomacy, negotiation, and philosophy, what do we need to know about the energetics of the 5D connection? What can we see? What is relevant here for the twins? Divine creator. We get Magician. We are manifesting all of it. Wow, I just heard it's a time capsule, that whatever we're ready for, if we can dream it, we can achieve it. So, you know, let things unfold naturally, just as energy does, but you are driving this ship. So I'm also hearing gates of perception and other energies unlock as we come into the accountability to access them. So it's kind of like our free will. If we decide something is for us, intriguing, we want to know, we're curious, and we say that we're ready, it unlocks a code in our DNA that starts a quantum process happening where that will be brought back to us in our reality. I love that neutrality is the first word on this card to bring in this Stargate, because it does speak of coming up and out of the resonance of the barbaric energies and coming into, not having an ulterior motive, not wanting to manipulate. And it's further confirmed with the Magician in the upright, not in the reverse, which is coming from the right alignment, coming from the backing of experience, having the culmination of understanding at this level of diplomacy and accountability and mastery in so many ways, by which we are qualified to start exploring this. When we hear things like the first fruits and the 144,000, by my understanding, it is those whose pure hearts desire to push the envelope of consciousness, to seek the loving vantage point. And I'm seeing the twin collective here on the edge of understanding this uncharted territory of energetics again, the subtle energetic connections, the original spiritual technologies. They're not even technologies, but we've replicated certain things like phones, cell phones, radio, sonar, all of those sight unseen modes of communication. We come by that naturally because there are already those kinds of abilities embedded in us as beings. And we're essentially taking a shortcut or, capitalizing on those things by making them external to ourselves. We're coming into the mastery knowing that there is nothing external. Oh, this is really getting deep, because now I'm getting the intel about the cyborg agendas. The whole artificial intelligence and augmenting the human biology with implants and all that stuff. That's one way to keep it accelerating. But guess what? Consciousness and belief and faith can bring us into those things. We come by them naturally. They are gifts of spirit that are accessible to all that cultivate the discernment and discipline and seeking divine with all of their being. You get there instantaneously to the divine if you go through it with the faith-based knowing. So, wow, big messages. It's a beautiful day and age that I can say this stuff on YouTube and feel like, it's going to meet with your consciousness, you people out there that are ready to hear this and commune in this way. Wow. Okay, so Orion Stargate, power, authority, influence, and ambition. What can we channel through for this energy? What do the twins need to know about the responsibility they are being entrusted with as this kind of service rolls out into the world? We got the Two of Cups, the Two of Water. This is so sacred because it speaks of the sacred union of twins. It speaks of the two self-realized, unconditionally loving companions that join cups, that toasting each other kind of energy coming back again. But it's an exponential combination of unconditional love plus unconditional love equals authority and influence for this new heightened reality, this new arena that we're entering into with energetics. Ay vey. Okay, so let's ground this out with some practical advice. How is my viewer, Divine Creator, how's my viewer meant to navigate this energy more effectively? What can we see? Gee, I love these messages. Okay, what can my viewer know about navigating the new concepts, the paradigm shift, the new exposure to what is possible, the new level available to us? What can my viewer know? Divine Creator, what is the advice here? This uncharted territory. Okay. I just heard it doesn't fully unlock until union, but we are still being entrusted with our own navigation of the 3D world to complete the cycles. And I'm hearing it has to do with faith and accountability. So as we become perfected, as we seek to purify and really step into, oh wow, love and righteousness and integrity, authenticity, as we are self-made, self-realized in that capacity, this is what pre-qualifies us to come together authentically, to join forces and become exponential. But there's still work to be done. There are still, you know, fears to overcome. You all know where you're at. We each know what we have to still master in our own right that keeps us words are evading me right now, that keeps us playing small, that keeps us in disbelief, that keeps us questioning our own co-creative, like divine essence, that keeps us from really achieving things out of faith. I'm hearing more instruction: integrate, meditate, intend, spend deliberate, conscious, intended times letting the wisdom of the journey sink in, letting your own spiritual development take root, healing heartache. This is the Four of Swords, so it's the card that finds the truth, the lessons after difficult situations. So keep with the process, keep manifesting your own journey of overcoming the limitations of the world by integrating the lessons. Make the changes today without haste. Let go of the heart wall by creating, you know, open the heart and boundary up. Healthy boundaries, I'm going to say it again, are things that we put in place that genuinely keep our heart open, not reactionary things necessarily that you know, an eye for an eye or a retaliation or a blocking energy. No, those things close and constrict the heart chakra. This is about letting go of all of those lower vibrational energies: pride, offense, ego, defensiveness, all of this stuff, letting it go bit by bit and trusting intuition so that healthy boundaries can be put in place that don't make the other wrong in order for you to keep your heart open. Ooh. And the Wheel of Fortune. So as we're doing this, there are time capsules. This is reminding me of divine intervention and the divine plan, the things that are set in motion when there is an energetic potential. So the way energy works is, as we are all casting our energetic votes by just being us, we are emanating our essence, our energy, our frequency into the collective. And when the median energies, when the energy reaches a critical threshold, the wheel turns and things do unlock, things become available to humanity that changes the course of planetary evolution. If enough of us wake up, if enough of us remember what we are able to comprehend, master, align with, we will see incredible change on the planet. That depends on our consciousness to do so. This is a bit of a surreal message for me, but wow, okay. Let's get into. May that bless you all greatly. This is so much fun to be able to talk about these things. Okay, I'm going to do Daily Divine Masculine reading now. So what is it, Divine Creator, that we can see for the Divine Masculine Collective? What are the DMs thinking and feeling on the heart space, wishing for the connection? Which cards am I going to use? Those ones. Okay. What are the DMs challenged by most today? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? What is the direction of the energy at this time? Okay, headspace. Oh, those changes. The changes one by one that align with the new. And the Page of Cups. So surrendering to being intuitively guided, to know which steps to take next, one at a time. This is just two, it's baby steps. And in the reverse like this, it is talking about now just divine obedience with this eternal frequency. The infinity symbol here is talking about making the choice to align, surrendering to it, taking the initial steps to believe in it. This is a rosy sunglasses kind of surrendered, beautiful, open, innocent energy where, you know, it is a brave new world and we don't have all the answers. It's just a page and this is just the two. But we're embarking on this as humanity right now. We're really starting to understand that there is more than meets the eye, and the Divine Masculines are seeing that the journey and spiritual growth is becoming more attractive than ever before. Okay, what is on the heart space? Oh, union, transformation. I was going to say with this butterfly in the reverse that the transformation hasn't been fully accessed yet for the masculines, and then we do have transformation on the heart space, not in the central location. This home is where the heart is, kind of energy of the Four of Wands. This is union within, and the transformation that is inspiring this knowing on the heart space of the connection. This is the 1111 union card, the twin flame union card. And it is because this transformation is underway that the heart space is allowing for this potential for the union, for the twins to actually come together. There is a heart wish for it now, based on the transformation, based on having gone through existential crisis, the valley of the shadow of death. And now my heart deeply craving the real thing. No more counterfeit. No more counterfeit, I just heard. Wow. DMs are saying no to counterfeit. They understand the lock and key of the heart space with this connection, Divine Feminines. Okay, what are they wishing for? Oh, they're wishing for a leap of faith with the Queen of Cups, the Divine Feminine. They're wishing to take a leap towards this love, towards the brave and open potentials that unconditional love can offer. It's just very lovely. That's very lovely. They have their reasons why now. What actions are being taken? Ooh, studying the free will, studying their free will and understanding give and take on a new level, seeing that they only get what they put in and how energy works. They are noticing like begets like. They are seeing, you know, sometimes with energetics we don't have a intuitive, we don't have a what, like it can be counterintuitive to discern cause and effect on the energetic level because we're used to coming at it from the 3D. And what I'm getting here is the divine masculines are starting to understand how intention factors in regarding what is manifested in the 3D. They're starting to see how their free will gets results that they think they want, or the results that they thought they were going for and something that they didn't expect being the result. They're starting to understand they can't just say an affirmation and get that affirmation. It's the underlying belief that's actually going to manifest the reality. So, you know, they can't wear a mask and manifest the most fulfilling things. They can pretend they're happy. They can pretend that they got what they wanted because on the surface, it does look like they got what they wanted. They are master manifestors. They are very, very good at manipulating the 3D, at, you know, dialing it in and having material abundance, wealth, provision. This is going a layer deeper and not just wanting to manifest the thing, but also the frequency, the emotion, the contentment, the home foundation in the heart, the alignment with the things that they are saying they want to manifest. This is another level of intention setting. I hope those messages came through because it's really a powerful action that the masculines are taking. They're starting to not go for the object that they want to manifest, but the frequency, the vibe that they want to connect with. It's like manifesting the scenario or the thing doesn't mean it feels good or right. Now they're wanting to manifest the feeling they're after, and not as attached to how it should look in order for that to be obtained. Good stuff, okay? And you know, even if the divine masculines have had that theory in the past, karmic situations are the proof that there has been a little bit of a growth curve with it. Okay, what is the biggest challenge? Opening the heart space to go higher with the energetics. This is the assumptions. This is holding firmly, stubborn energy, holding on to a certain lower vibe frequency, and now realizing that doesn't serve anyone. It doesn't serve them anymore. In order to access higher dimensional abundance and the light-hearted energy, they're going to have to drop the heart walls and go for it. They're going to have to choose to step out of the comfort zone. This is the psychic intuitive. Remember, this is their wish, that they want to take the leap of faith into being heart-led, intuition-guided. This is the heart wall that needs to be dropped in order to access that dimension, and that's the challenge here, is literally putting down the cause of separation and defensiveness and guardedness, out of protection, out of fear, dropping the fear. That's the challenge. What is the spirit-guided solution? Justice to the 3D. Okay, so you're being guided, divine masculines, to see the conduit for energy that the 3D is, and to come to your own justified reasons. You know, you're not meant to have blind faith, is what I'm hearing. And if you can truly surrender your disbelief and start reading energy, feeling energy, seeing it play out as possibly non-linear, but very obvious that what you put out there you get, and seeing the results, reverse engineering to figure out what the foundational beliefs were with any given manifestation I just heard. So trace it. Trace when you get something that you didn't expect, that it's not what you want. Capture that awareness of what it was that you got and trace back how you managed to get that thing when you thought you were trying to get something else. Work the puzzle. See manifestation that way. Justify your intentions in this way. Bring awareness to it. It's hard to put into words, but this is like, get real with it. Really take accountability. Prove it. You know, this is like a legal card, and when there is a legal case, there has to be evidence. So don't hold back. Collect the evidence. Like, ask the universe, ask the divine to show you how to do this. Say, I am ready to open my heart, to let in consciousness, to let in higher understanding, to let in love. That's the base of it. And then be shown, ask to be shown how that all works, what that looks like. Be curious about it. Ask to see that thing. Whoa, okay, where is the Divine Masculine Collective going? Oh, we get the Wheel of Fortune again with the Ace of Cups, and it's bringing me back to the Two of Cups in the beginning of the reading, where that's going to be the exponential and the median energy that can change on the planet when we're all voting in the name of love. So yeah, it depends on all of us. If we want to ascend, if humanity wants to ascend, each vote counts. It's funny because we used to be a lot more patriotic and voting in a 3D sense in government ways. We're now voting energetically. We've evolved from casting our votes on ballots to casting our votes energetically. So keep it up, everybody. Okay, that was one of the more esoteric, is that the right usage of that word right now? More energetic readings that I've brought through. Let me know what you think of that amount of info, or that type of info, in the comments below. Okay, bye for now.